Hello everyone, in this video what I want to do is to install a web server, Apache server in one of the Linux virtual machine that I have in my Azure instance, and we'll show you how to configure networking so that people can get to your web server. So let's show you the environment first. So I have a resource group called test NSG, and within the test NSG I really have three virtual machines. Okay, I have three different subnets. So let's look at subnet. You see, let's just do subnet. If I can search by, no, that's not a good type. Let's try subnet virtual machine. Well, let's look at virtual machine first. Okay, and do this and get rid of this. So yeah, so I have three different virtual machines. Okay, and let's see if I can change that now to virtual network. So how many virtual network do I have? There's only one virtual network. So one subnet, one virtual network, and I have three different virtual machines. And if you go within the virtual network, you see that here I have associated the network interface. There are three different subnets to this particular virtual network. So if you go to subnets, you will see these three subnets I have associated. So if I want to get rid of it, I can click on it and get rid of it or delete this association. But now all three subnets, they are now part of this NSG. You can also click on the connected device. So it will say through subnet these network devices are controlled. Let's see, what else do I need to show you? Okay, I think I am good. So in the NSG I have this. The other thing I wanted to show you is the rules. We are still in the subnet. So let's go back to virtual network. I want to go to the NSG. So the network security group is what I am looking for. So you can go back in here, and in here this is the only NSG that I have available in this group. And in this group, if you go there, the network interfaces, there's nothing. I have not assigned a network interface. We have just assigned all three subnets to that particular NSG. Okay, and if you look at the inbound port, I have open port on port 80 to two of the machines, which is VM2 and VM3. And VM1, I do not have the port 80 open. So what we will do first, I'll show you what it's gonna look like. Okay, so go back to home, go to virtual machines, and let's look at 2. From 2 you copy. Okay, and copy. Let's go to some web servers and see if anything is installed. There's nothing installed. Okay, although my port 80 is open, nothing is running. Go to VM3. I think I have already installed the Apache server in this one, so copy that one and let's go in there, see what is going on. So here you can see the Apache server is running. Now this installation of this Apache server is pretty standard. So what we'll do, from a virtual environment, so I only had SSH open to VM1, so I went into VM1. From VM1 I SSH to VM3 right now. So from here I'll do a SSH to the VM2, and to do that I still need to go back find out the virtual machine private IP address. So I cannot go the internet IP address to get to that point. Let's get the private IP address, and right there it is. So go there and it should allow me to connect. So yes, I think I made a mistake, so let's retype my password one more time. Alright, so we are in this machine, so sudo apt update. So let's update our machine first, and once that's done, all I need is let's see, there is one quick command that I need to run just to install, and that's all pretty much I need. So I just did a Google search just to get the command. This is all I need. Okay, so let's go back in here. Where are we? We are in the command prompt, so it's updating. So the machine update is done. So look at that, I'm in 2. So let's paste that, and it should install your Apache, and it's asking, do you want to continue? I ask, yeah, go ahead and continue. So this is going on. And it shouldn't take very long. It should install your machine very quickly. So as soon as this is done, we'll take a look at it, and we know that we didn't have any connection before. So in this page I didn't have any connection. Let's see which page. Machine 2 we didn't have any connection. So this one we didn't have any connection. There was nothing running. We cannot use the, we have to use the private IP address, I mean public IP address to do that. So there was nothing running, but now I have this service running. So this installation is now done, and we have the Apache web server available. Now let's go back to our virtual machine 1. So we can do SSH ebasu at where is my virtual machine 1. So to do that, this is my virtual machine 1, where we do not have an inbound rule for port 80. So let's install the server here as well. Just to prove that just because you have a server installed doesn't mean that someone from outside can get to the server. So for the VM 2 and 3, we have a rule to allow inbound connection on port 80, so you can get to it. In this one, we're doing the same stuff, but you will still not be able to get to our server because we are not going to open any port. And all the ports, they're controlled using the NSG. So NSG is very important things for you to understand and be comfortable. So here, this one should install my Apache. Excuse me. So once this is going on, let's look at our rule one more time. Virtual network security groups. So if you look at it, we have configured one port 80 rule, where from any source, from any port, it can connect to the IP address, and you should be using the private IP address of those VMs. So I have assigned these 2 VMs, which is VM 2 and 3, where they can go and they can use port 20 using TCP connection. The connection is allowed, but I haven't specified anything for VM 1. So let's go back. Do you want to continue? Yeah, let's go ahead and finish your installation. So while it's going on, let's come back. So outbound, we didn't really specify any new rule. It's the inbound rule where we added one rule for the VM 2 and 3 and one rule to restrict SSH to only one box. Almost like a jump box. You go in there and then you go into the other VMs, and then you're performing your work. Alright, this is all done. Just to prove that although I have it installed, you should not see this page displayed. You should still see there is nothing, and you see it's only loading. There is not. This is like the displays from a previous from the other side. So let's come over here, maybe just to make sure that you are looking at what I'm looking at. So here it's trying to get to my web server, but my NSG, we have not opened up any port, so it can't get anywhere. So if you stay here for a couple more seconds, it will just do some more trying to get to that web page. It will be denied by my NSG, and it should give you something like not available or some kind of message in this one. So in this video we have shown you how to install a web application or web server or application server, I'm sorry, to your Ubuntu machine, and how to configure your NSG to restrict traffic to those servers. With that, I'm going to end this video here. Hope you enjoyed and you understood something, you learned something. If you like it, please subscribe, like the video, and share with your friends. Good luck with the exam.